So this is going to be a shorter game review than usual, not because I have anything that I need to do urgently, and not because this game is like so bad that I'm just gonna, tell you not to buy it. That'd be a waste of a video. If I just, opened with "don't buy it" and then you just cut to the hard outro. No, that's not what it is. The reason is there just isn't much to talk about with this game outside of what it sets out to accomplish. It's a very small game, but I do still want to talk about it, even if it's brief. Today, I want to talk about a city builder, a small city builder called Dystopika. There we go. I said it right. Dystopika. A game made by Voids Within, specifically, according to the credits, mostly by Matt Marshall. This game isn't the kind of game that I would normally review for this channel, since I don't normally review city builders. I kind of just play those on my own, consume, build a colony. If there's some sort of destruction mechanic, I destroy the colony and then rebuild it again. I don't know, I find something gratifying out of that. I also am just not very knowledgeable about city builders. Like, I play enough of them to have some idea, but there's so many different kinds of city builders that it's just not my area of expertise per se. X plays differently from Y, but Y borrows a lot from Z. Z doesn't play like X or Y, but you get it. But for Dystopika, I really wanted to talk about it because honestly, the game is just straight vibes. And ask any of my friends. I don't say, bruh, that's straight vibes. I don't say that. But in this case, I will, because it genuinely is just something, there's something about it that is really chill. Now, obviously, it was designed that way, but it's not every game designed this way hits that way. So let's just talk about it. When you boot up the game, you get a little message before the title screen drops from Matt saying that this game was inspired by his late night escapades while traveling from city to city. There are no goals, no resources to manage, no limits besides what he provides and your own imagination, and no stress. It's a labor of love. Hello, phone. It's a labor of love for that vibe, and frankly, I feel it. Originally, I wanted to cover this game during Steam Next Fest earlier this year, much like many other games I've been talking about, but I'm glad I got to play it now, or more accurately, a few months ago because of time travel shenanigans. It's only $6 to $7. It's a tiny game, but it scratches that itch of, I just want to build a city with some synthwave playing in the background and lose myself in this world I create. Because let's be frank, sometimes we want to boot up one of our city builders, but then we think about, oh, I gotta handle the taxes in my town. Do I raise them? Do I lower them? Oh no, in this other game, the citizens are fighting back. Do I shoot them or do I try to appease them? Just being blunt, some games are dark like that. I'm looking at you, Frostpunk. I need to play more Frostpunk. The point is that sometimes we just want to boot up a city builder just to build some stuff and chill and have that easy, cozy experience while doing so without having to worry about, like Matt was saying, stress. Going back to the game itself, as you build in the game, you unlock new props that you can use. Some of those props can be placed on any building you want, others not so much. Buildings can be pulled from their lowest position to the highest point to give different aesthetics to the environment. There's also a cool lighting tool that you can use to paint around the city to make the nightlife, light up. I'm listing a bunch of these things, but there's more to do than just that in this game. But I want to emphasize that despite me saying that, this game is tiny. So while there's a lot to do, in the sense that, you can customize a lot of different things, it's still a tiny game, so those things that you can customize are still limited. Like having 15 closets in your room, but they're all shallow. You got a lot of closets, but not a lot of space. Now that sounds like something that would be a drawback for this game, but again, it's a cozy cyberpunk themed game. It's meant to be this small. So for what it sets out to do, being very simple and straightforward without a lot of complex stuff on top of it, I am completely fine with this. You can even put your own images and type out your own signs in the game to make it as immersive as possible to tell your own headcanon story if you want, if you're creative like that. Or it could be like me and meme wherever possible. Just as its own thing and for the vibe it carries, I have to say that this is definitely a go for it for me. It's the kind of game that I'd boot up when I'm in a cyberpunky mood, but I kind of want to just zoom out, construct, and think what stories are happening in the city that I've created. But not this one. The city you're seeing here was for for the lulz and for me to get my feet wet. Like, I don't know why anybody would want to work at Extra Thick Incorporated. Like, do they have good benefits? What's the hiring process like? I'll stop there. Anyway, you get the point. If you want some great cyberpunk vibes, but a very simplistic city builder, strictly there and designed in the way it is because you want to like enhance those vibes, then I would definitely say pick this game up. Version 1.1 just dropped recently, which added more stuff to it. I haven't played with any of that yet, but it's there, so the game is still being supported. And like I said earlier, it's $7. There is absolutely no risk here. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed your stay. I'm TUSDarryl, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.